So we have the Eight of Cups. Now, Cups depicts emotions. So there is a situation, it looks like, that you are immersed in or are quite aware of that you need to walk away from. And it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary. And all the things that you've known that are comforting, looks like have not been so comforting. All the things that you have been able to rely on has changed in some way, whether it's home or relationship or jobs. So I encourage you, Cancer, to walk into the unknown, take your beautiful skills and your creative mind and create anew for yourself. With the solar eclipse happening last month, that really cleared the slate for a lot of things emotionally, gave us permission to move forward, really didn't give us a chance to make that decision. It just kind of did it for us. So time to paint your new painting, Cancer, and find out where you're supposed to go. So keep going. Keep putting it out in the universe. It does look like it's a bit lighter. The moon is lighting up for me, and that moon is intrinsic thing. So time to do a little soul searching, Cancer, and find out what you want to do for your next step. So it's happening anyway. So I encourage you to take the reins and make the first move. Because doing nothing about a situation is a choice too. So I encourage you to move forward, put your feelers out into whatever endeavors you're interested in, and see what comes back. Page of Swords is what crosses you. This could also indicate children not making decisions because of family or children. But I believe this also represents the messages part of the page. That you will be getting some messages about which direction to go. So make sure and put it out there in the world and pay attention. Pay attention to what comes back. So it may not be the answer that you want, which may be what's crossing you or what is the frustration in the situation. But take a look at your options. There are more than one. There is always more than one choice. Always more than one road, even though it doesn't feel like it. So Cancer, look at all your options here. Pay attention to the messages that come around this situation. For many of you is work, and for a lot of you, I'm feeling it's the home front. Either, having to revamp the home front, or all of a sudden having to move after a number of years, feeling pretty secure and certain in the place that you are, or even walking away from a relationship. But it's a big creature comfort that you have to move on from, move on from. But there's always something more exciting waiting right around the bend. So have faith in your abilities, have faith in the universe that will guide you to exactly where you need to be, Cancer. Knight of Pentacles is above this. I'm feeling this is a person that is in your mind, that creates a little bit of a challenge. You want to make sure that he is well. This is an earth sign. This is Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. So, and Knight can depict a young woman as well, because there is no interim between the page and the queen in the female version of the deck. So this also can stand for a woman, many of you out there, Cancer. Usually someone in their late teens to early 20s. So this is someone that is in your headspace and someone that you're quite concerned about. Looks like this person is on the path now, a little bit off of it, so may need some of your guidance. Could be a child of yours, could be a relative, but it's someone who looks up to you, and then someone that resists a little bit of your guidance. So I'm sure you can give him or her the guidance that they need in a very respectful, loving way. But it looks like someone is coming to you for help or needs your help and is not speaking their truth around it. It may have something to do with money, being very fearful or stuck out there. So This looks like someone that you've helped in the past. That's why I say it feels like a child or someone who is dependent on you. So it could be a very good friend that's dependent on you as well. So heed them some wonderful advice and let it go. If they don't take the advice, just let that go. So let's see what's happening in the past. Well, it looks like a little bit of a fear of theft. This is the 7. So a little bit uncertain about a situation or feeling uncomfortable, unsafe, but really questioning a connection with someone. It also looks like a little fearful of safety issues, possibly theft, home theft, work theft, something like this. But it looks like a fear. Either it has manifested or you were able to avoid it. But Cancer, make sure that, you make sure that everything is safe around you. And if you feel something hinky around a person that you normally would trust, please trust that inner voice. If it tells you something is hinky, it is. So please trust your own information that comes from spirit. If you are not trusting someone or their words do not ring true to you, please be careful, pay attention, and listen to your inner voice. Take any precautions that you need to make sure that you are safe, or if it is a work-related thing, make sure that your butt is covered. But it is a fear of either theft or not feeling comfortable with the situation. So that is in the past position. Because I am reading in the middle of September, it may be something you're just experiencing now, something to just past. And it looks like you're moving into the star. You're moving into the star, and this is a wonderful higher arcana card, where one of creation, one of giving to yourself and others, really creating wonderful things for yourself, kind of tapping in on that higher essence source from spirit. It also looks like, Cancer, you tend to give away all your information and all your energy. So save some for your own pond, okay? Collect some of that energy. Heal yourself first. It looks like this feels like you may have had some either health scare, or a health issue come up. It can be anything from a small cold or just ignoring, your energy level, not getting enough sleep, all the way to the other spectrum of fighting a disease. But this looks like things are moving towards more positive. Looks like something that you have either met and mastered or are challenging the illness now. But take care of your health, Cancer. Make sure you get adequate rest, good food. Take yourself out of situations that is very stressful. I know, Cancer, you are the movers and the shakers, and you make things happen. But you got to make things happen for you to maintain that health and balance that you really, really need right now. You've kind of given it away for a while. So now it's time to give back to yourself, and give to yourself in an unconditional way. And that all your creative essence is hanging out there. So when you do replenish your energy, you will have all this wonderful creative essence to either put into your business, your home, your friends, your desires, your art, your creativity. So now it's time to really give to yourself. Fill up your own cup. Fill up your own energy. And don't give it all away. Because it will make you physically ill. And anywhere from a small cold all the way to fighting a disease. So if you have repressed energy, or you've given up all of your healing energy and there's nothing left for you, that is what happens. The body completely depletes. So anything from our mind too, we can manifest into the body. So keep that mind positive if you are battling an illness, cancer, or something more serious. Please keep that energy to yourself. Fill up your heart, fill up your soul, and rejuvenate yourself. The Ace of Swords. This, I call all the aces God cards. Swords is depicted of an air sign. So there's a lot of thinking happening here. So it looks like really listen to the God of your heart. there is some movement and it's supposed to be happening. And I know, Cancer, you like to go into the cave. You like to go into that shell and hide out a little bit, which it looks like you need to do, especially to heal your body. That's fine. But it's time to come out as we head in towards autumn and winter. It's time to come out of that shell and create a new for yourself and really get on your path. And you have things to do in this world, and you have a lovely spirit. You have so much determination, and just keep going forward. Keep going forward. Do not be tricked. The devil is right here. Don't let things disturb your mental process. The devil is just temptation, and the devil takes us away from our soul journey. A lot of times the devil is represented of drugs, alcohol, sexual temptation if you're in a marriage, or just hanging with the wrong people and the wrong ones that you know are the wrong people. So be aware of the temptation that may challenge your way of getting into your highest creative essence. But you're on your way. That eclipse really moved some energy out for you, and it looks like it's time to create, time to really raise your sword in triumph and move into a new part of your life. It's time to release the old and really excel and soar into your highest creative essence. You've known for a long time that you weren't really living up to your potential. So now it's time to embrace it and take that leap of faith. Don't be afraid of rejection. You know, boos are just claps from the ghosts, I guess. So take a step into your highest creative essence. Take a step into your art, into your heart passion, whatever that may be. But it's time to start that movement. And something that you've always wanted to do is take a step into the future. The Emperor here, that is quite an exalted card. One of great wisdom. The basis is here in the Emperor. So it looks like you really have, you really have made some movement into positive growth and change, and really heading right into things that you have avoided. So really look at it honestly, ask for some help. There looks like also a man of great wisdom. The Emperor usually is an exalted person, can be someone that is generationally older than you are, the next generation, or either grandparents. But this is someone that is there to help you, to assist you with some wisdom, also some movement. So don't be afraid to ask for help, especially before you get in that pickle, Cancer. Ask for the help that you need. The wisdom is there. It has always been there, and maybe hiding in the shadows waiting for you to take that first step. The healing part is lighting up here. The orange is lighting up and coming in as healing. So this may have to do with the self-care and the self-healing also. Could be a wise person that has information on what you are battling, either emotionally, physically, or spiritually. It could also stand for a doctor of wisdom, but I'm feeling that someone of great wisdom is right there in the wings, waiting for you to ask for their help. They are very balanced. They know how to diffuse anger and to do some self-care and self-healing. So I would say take a page out of the Emperor's book and follow their lead. Don't be afraid to ask for help, whether it's money, time, information. Don't be afraid. Ask and ye shall receive. Page of Wands, yet another page. So messages coming through you. Wands are movement. That's fire. It could be a younger fire sign. That's Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. But there are I'm feeling a number of children in your space, Cancer. So I don't know if there's a party coming up or something, some family-oriented thing where there's a lot of children. There's also a lot of messages coming to you. So come out of that shell, Cancer. Pay attention to what the universe is gifting you with, the information he's gifting you with. Don't be afraid to ask for help. There's a lot of people in this reading for you, Cancer. So you have a lot of support in the world, even though you tend to isolate. And I understand that's part of your process, is to isolate first before making any decisions. So now it's time to come out of the isolation process and the thinking process and put some motion, light a fire under under your tuchus, as we say here in California. So time for some movement, time to pay attention to messages. And this, I'm feeling also to send out messages as well. So it may be time to connect with people from the past, maybe time to get to that list of all the little bits of communication that you need to do as well. And, take an afternoon and check them off and just do them, because it looks like there is a bunch of messages coming to you and messages that are necessary for you to send out to the universe as well. The Devil here is right next to the culmination card. So this is temptations. This is temptations, and I'm feeling that it's more to do with a partner in this position. So there may be some temptations to either revisit a partnership that that wasn't healthy, continue a partnership that isn't healthy, or have it's a nice way of saying it, an extramarital connection. So be very aware that those temptations will be all around you in the month of October, Cancer. And it does stand in the way of your highest growth and staying on the path that you are designed to be on. So whether it's a lover, whether it's friends, whether it's drugs, alcohol, past behaviors, manipulation, some past behavior that you have rid yourself of, or a person that you had let go, will either revisit. I tend to think it might be a person that will revisit, because the pages are right here. So messages, someone from the past. Just be very aware that person, if this pertains to you, Cancer, that person the issues are still the same. Yes, there has been improvements in many areas of their lives, but some things are still the same. And the reasons why you are not with them, or in that friendship, in that sexual relationship, in that partnership, all those reasons are still there. So be aware that it may come to you kind of like a wolf in sheep's clothing kind of thing. But they're standing in the way of you moving forward, really. So take heed. It's a temptation. You may have to be by yourself for a little bit and float and see what the universe brings you. This is the Six of Wands. This is also, there's some thinking to be done. There's lots of wands here. Swords and wands. So you have thinking with the swords, action with the wands. So please take into account, do your research, float a little bit, see what your options are out there. Don't jump at the first opportunity, but check it out. But you may need to float a little bit. You may need to ask for help. This may have to do with housing, jobs, whatever. But you may need to ask for help. There's a number of asking for help cards in here, but really think about what would be good for you, what would serve your highest growth, and then put some of that energy into action. All it takes is one step into the motion for the rest of the motion to just jump on and get it started. You have the King of Pentacles here. King is an exalted person, usually over 30, 40 years old. This is an earth sign. So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This also looks like you have a lot of male energy here. So this is someone very willing to help move the energy for you. can meet and master that challenge. The Page of Pentacles is here, also an earth sign. This is messages. So ask for help. You don't need to float alone on this journey. This feels very financial. So don't be afraid to either step up and ask for help or help someone that needs to if you are able to. But there is some revamping and reworking of money. This could be a new connection to a new job, a new boss, someone to go into business with. But there is a proposition coming your way, and it looks like from an older earth sign. So pay attention to that, Cancer. Wow, you've got a lot of things to think about. Let's see if we can get a little clarity. I like to use these chakra cards, and they're pretty colorful. So something to look at. Completion. Okay. So time to complete the stuff that's just been hanging out in the corners, and mysticism. So this feels like getting in touch with your magic, trusting in your magic, creating, manifesting, putting it out there, and just allowing it to be and let it go. Complete all those projects. Looks like you've got a whole bunch of things half done. Just pick one and complete it. Pick another thing and complete it. That will help you move into your magic, move into your abundance. You must complete things and finish things in order to make space for the new. So make space for the new, and hit the rest of those things that you've started last month and see if you can complete some.